What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. So, I'm coming back for day 3. This is me getting ready to do my recap for MegaFest. Been working on that today. I gotta stop putting my hand over the camera, right? What's up, y'all? So, this is going to be knocking stuff over. This is going to be really quick. Obviously, the last couple days I've been coming on really early. Didn't get a chance to do that today, so I wanted to come through and give you what was on my mind. So, afternoon, I'm Kwanda Lamb, the winning single mom, and it is my mission to ignite, inspire, educate, and help to transform every single mom on the planet so that she can parent to the best of her ability, thrive, and she can win in every area of her life. And so you can find me over at kwandalamb.com, where I give you practical advice for the single mom life. I'm a blogger, I'm an author, and a speaker, and also an event host. And that hashtag up there is to an event I'm having next week in DC. And so the event I'm having is called Brunch and Love. Hey y'all, welcome everybody. And it's centered around having brunch and amazing conversations about relationships. Thank you very much. Amazing conversations about relationships. And I'm bringing in experts, a matchmaker. I'm bringing in a relationship coach. I'm bringing in a former single mom who's a CEO. I call her a mogul. She laughs about it, but she's doing the doggone thing. And also another mom who is currently a single mom like myself, but she's doing a doggone thing, chasing her dreams in NYC. And you can find out more about that at the link in my bio. But today, I want to talk to you guys about esteeming yourself. Cat Williams, before he had, a couple ups and downs, had a stand-up, and I can't remember which one it was, but in it, he was talking about why women always ask their man how they look, and they're always concerned about their self-esteem. He says, self-esteem? You're supposed to esteem yourself, the way Cat talks. And I found that to be the funniest thing. I cracked up laughing at that bit. And I thought about it, I'm like, it's so true. We are supposed to esteem. It is up to us. And so since the conversation has been about dating and relationships, especially for singles, I wanted to come through today and encourage you. Yesterday I said some pretty tough things. I said, hey, maybe you shouldn't be dating. Maybe you shouldn't be dating right now. Okay, maybe you should push back. Maybe you should step back if you're not ready, if you're accepting some things that do not serve you. And today I want to talk about esteeming yourself. And so it really does begin with you. Okay, I'm African American. I was born and raised in Louisiana. I was born and raised in a time where, and folks were still kind of racist, and so my family was just providing. They didn't give me a whole bunch of this that I know now. They didn't talk about self-love the way that we name it. Of course, they taught me to love myself and to honor myself and to respect myself and to go to school and get a great education and to work hard, and I could have anything I wanted. Those were great things they taught me. But we didn't sit down and have conversations about self-love, self-esteem, and self-care. And so now that I'm older and I've learned these things by and living life, I come through and I want to share that with every woman I come across, because we are out here and we are not esteeming ourselves. We're looking to the guys we're dating to say, am I pretty enough? Am I skinny enough? Am I thick enough? Am I fine enough? Am I smart enough? Am I this enough? Am I that enough? Oh, that's your ex? Oh, then why do you want to be with me? We're doing all of this, and the guy's like, I really would like it if you would come already esteeming yourself. Okay, and so I want to challenge you today, real quick, this is a quick scope. I want to challenge you today to take some time to step back and say, you know what? And the way that I'm interacting with men, and the way that I interact with my girlfriends, and the way that I interact with my family, and the way that I interact at work, am I esteeming myself? I'm not saying be all, highfalutin and hoity-toity and looking down on people. Okay, to take care of you, to love on you, to honor you, to know who you are and be okay with it has nothing to do with other people. It has everything to do with you. And I had to learn this lesson, because let me tell you how it shows up when we have low self-esteem and we don't even think we have it. Okay, all my life I've been skinny. There was a time when I used to try to eat. I'm getting tickled. Listen, I tried to eat everything I could to gain some weight, because I used to get picked on. I didn't have the body, I didn't have this, I didn't have that. Okay, and that showed up. I had so much going on in all these other areas, but it bothered me that I didn't have the body that my cousins had or that my friends had. And so I would try to eat and eat and eat and eat. But nobody told me the metabolism that I have meant that I just wasn't gonna gain any weight. And so I had to learn to love me. I had to learn to be okay with my tiny size. And guess what? I met plenty of brothers that love it. You understand? But I am not for everybody. And I had to learn to be okay with it. I had to learn to be okay when a guy was like, oh, you don't have enough meat on your bones. What? We didn't even talk about meat, sir. Where did this come from? Right? You don't want to get to know me. I'm not thick enough. That's okay. That's his type. He gets to have that type. But you don't get to feel bad when somebody doesn't choose you. You don't get to go out. I'm telling you this. I hope you don't do it. You don't get to go and lower your standard because somebody wants you to be a different way. And it all starts with you. So I remember I tell this story all the time. I call the guy Fine Brother Good Looking. And I remember I was talking to Fine Brother Good Looking. And I, in the beginning stages, just thought he was everything. What was wrong with me? I do not know. But that's when you're taken with somebody, when you're infatuated with them, right? It's the idea of that person, and you're not really paying attention to how they're really showing up in reality, right? Sometimes we give people too much credit. Sometimes we're all gung-ho and crazy about them, and they're not doing anything for us. And so that was the case with Fine Brother Good Looking. Oh, I was just taken by him. He was so gorgeous. And I realized that the way that our relationship went was because I was not esteeming myself. Oh, can I keep it real? I want to keep it real with you today. And so as you are out here getting ready, getting prepared for good love, as you are out here seeking your mate, as you're talking to God about, Lord, I'm ready. Where is my Boaz? There's work that you actually have to do that mama, may, dear, auntie, daddy probably never told us. But you're old enough now, and you know it yourself that in order to bring good love in, you're going to have to start with you, the way you honor you, the way you show up, the standards that you set, the way you allow people to treat you, how you refute those negative images and ideas that come into your head when you want to say, oh, I'm not enough. You need to bounce back and say, oh, yes, I am, honey. I am the bee's knees. And so I want to encourage you today, if you need to, I love to write. I always have planners and journals and all this stuff with me. And for the folks who are joining me in DC, I always have gifts for you. Okay? Because I take us through some processes similar to what I'm doing right now. That's super, super, super important. And if you don't do it, if you don't sit down to do the work, you will have never done the work, and you will keep doing what you have always been doing. And we know what that is, right? What's the recipe? What's the definition of insanity? You keep doing what you've always done, and you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. So I'm challenging you today to esteem yourself. I hope you got something out of this, right? So I do this work. I come over here. I love on you guys. I love you guys. I don't know why I'm just so into Periscope. I love it, right? And I need to go over to Facebook, but I really wanted to encourage you today to start thinking about the way you're showing up and to start thinking about the ideas that you have about yourself. And then to start saying, I'm going to, look at this, sticky notes. I'm going to affirm myself. I'm going to write down the good things about me. I'm going to write down the things that I like. Right? I'm going to put sticky notes all over my bathroom, my mirror. I'm going to put them in places so that I can remind myself of what I do bring to the table, how amazing I am. You have to build you up. You cannot go out into the world expecting somebody else to build you up. Does that make sense? All right. Now, obviously, we want that good boyfriend. Men want that good woman that builds them up, that encourages them, that lifts them up, that supports them. But it's hard to build somebody up from square one. We need you to come like 75% together, okay? So we have to stop going out into these relationships, with our representative, pretending to have it all together. And then once we, start liking each other, fall into the boyfriend-girlfriend thing, we unleash the fact that, oh, I got a whole bunch of issues. And I'm not saying we're perfect, and I'm not saying you gotta be, but I am saying it would be very nice and very helpful if right now today you began to do the work by esteeming yourself. So that's what I had to talk to you guys about today. Love you, love you, love you, love you. I pray that I've said something that has blessed you this week. Monday, we had a good conversation. We were kind of cracking up laughing on that one because I wanted to keep it real, but I also wanted to keep it lighthearted and interact with you. I talked about, do you want a husband or a hookup? And that's some real talk right there. You gotta know this when you're out here dating. If you don't decide on that, you fool around, make the wrong move. You have now told the person that you're interested in, the kind of woman that you are, right? Are you a hookup, or are you a lady that he needs to pursue and court and do things the right way, right? And then so yesterday we talked about letting the man lead. And I kind of assumed that you all knew when I talked about letting the man lead that I meant let him lead so that he can show you the kind of man he is, so that you can then make a decision on whether or not this is somebody you want to date. All right. There's so much power in letting a man be a man. And then there's so much wrong that happens that is hard to correct when you begin to do manly things for a man. Okay. All right. And so now today we've talked about esteeming yourself. I need to find what Cat Williams stand-up that was, because it was hilarious. It was hilarious. But it's not funny in real life. It's painful in real life. And it sets us back and it hurts our relationships. So today, sister, I need you to esteem yourself. All right, tomorrow I'm going to come back and talk to you. I'm going to talk about 5 keys that you need to start getting to healthy love. And then on Friday we're going to go in. I mean, I feel like if I'm going to talk about dating and relationships, I might as well go in. And so we're going to talk about what's the difference between dating, cuffing, that was a low key used to be word, courting, and I want to talk about the difference in those 3 because, if you allow people to dictate your life for you, if you allow people to tell you what you have to do and you believe that that's the only way you'll ever have a man, honey, you'll be stuck. You'll be out here. You'll be putting up with some of everything. But I want you to start deciding on what it is that you want. What kind of man do you want? What kind of relationship do you want? Okay. And as hard as it may be when you're dating and you're getting to know different people, I want you to make sure you're refraining and you're letting him show you that he can honor you. And for people who can't do that, people who can't pick up the check, people who can't come pick you up, people who can't pull the seat out for you, people who can't have manners, okay, then they don't get to have dates with you. And it's okay if you don't go on dates, because do you need to really go on dates with people who don't have no manners? Right? I mean, come on. And so now today's lesson has been about esteeming, loving on you, really getting to the bottom of what are those things that hold you down and hold you back. All right. I'm late for a class, and so I'm going to run off and go do that. But for people who are just now coming on, please be sure to catch the replay. Thank you for the lone heart. If you don't know how Periscope works, you need to tap, 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 heart it up to show the person who you're listening to that you're enjoying the content. And that also lets other people know, oh, well, shoot, I might need to watch this person because they got a lot of hearts, right? And so that's one of the things I've neglected to ask you guys for, and I need to remember to do that. So who am I? For people who just popped on, I'm Kay Wanda Lamb, the winning single mom, and it is my pleasure to come over here and share what I've learned on my journey with you. So I'm a coach to single mothers. I'm an author, and I actually have both of my books right here. Here's one. This is a devotional. It's called Parent Thrive Win. It's really, really, really good. It's a 31-day devotional, helps you reconnect with the good Lord, talks about everything you go through in single parenting. And this one is the book that started it all. This is the Get Your Life Together guide. And so that one, you can find both of those on Amazon or on my website. They're in paperback and in Kindle. And let me tell you, I love when women write in and tell me, this book blessed my spirit. This book changed my life. Even a blog, even a Periscope, I get those, and I'm so thankful. So if there's something that I say to you, if there's a product or service of mine that you use, come back and let me know how this blessed your spirit, because that's the thing that keeps us coming back. That's the thing that helps people like me who really provide services that you really can't put a name on. You can only call it transformation, right? That lets us know that the work we're doing in the world is valuable and is needed. And so I invite you to follow me over at kwandalam.com, to subscribe to the newsletter, to look on my website and find all kind of information out there to help you thrive as a single mom. I'm on every social media platform except Snapchat, because I just can't handle another social media platform. And my kids are on it, so I don't want to be on there. But I love you. I pray that you go back and watch the replay. I hope I've said something that's blessed your spirit. and I'm going to go run to class. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.